welcome back to another episode of Street Team Worldwide. You already know who it is. It's your boy Don Primo. Make sure you go hit that like, subscribe, share, all that. I meant to say hit that notification bell and subscribe, like, share, comment. Please comment. That helps us out with the algorithm and everything like that. And today we got LL Cool J going in on DJ Academics for calling old rappers dusty. A lot of younger audience do have a disdain with the older pioneers of hip hop and whatnot, and vice versa too. You know, I don't know if it's just because of the money they seeing now, or just like some of the old heads is just too preachy on it, but it definitely has to have equalness on it and everything like that. So we're about to go into that. Shout out to my boy Chick Smooth, always keeping us on the scoop with all this other stuff, records and whatnot. So we're about to go into that, see what's up.
Shit. No Chick Smooth in here, right?
Chick Smooth in the building.
Chick gonna have everything.
Make sure y'all go hit that
whatever
notification
you say,
bell. Go check out
Chick's
everybody.
gonna be on YouTube with it, man. I like you.
Come on.
All right. Okay. So you guys might want to record this. Make sure you're recording this or screen recording it or something so that you guys get it. I don't go live a lot. I haven't really been going live since the pandemic, but this is something that came to my attention. It came to my attention that a DJ, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ basically said that a lot of the pioneers in hip hop are, they're dusty, or how can they be the person that, invented hip hop if, they don't have a lot of money, or if they don't look or represent like they have a lot of dough, right? Let me explain something to you, and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture.
Facts.
No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank account.
That is facts, though. In hip hop, we got this thing where it's like you have to have money to be what they call relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists be like, oh, they're not even relevant. They're not even popping. They if you say something to a younger artist, oh, you're clout chasing or something like that. We got to have accountability on that. It's like y'all want to talk about the music and all this, but y'all want to judge people for not having what would you call a uniform on and whatnot, and having money and everything like that. And I definitely do get that aspect. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop all this, pocket watching, saying this, and if you ain't got the money as the next person that you're talking to, you're clout chasing, you're doing this, doing that, in the third. Yeah, that is getting ridiculous within hip hop, because I say country artists, rock artists, they could come up looking like stir fry shit, and then everybody, their peers are still like, hey, what's up, welcome. We even do that with hip hop as older people. Like we try to like cast them out and say like they can't do music no more. It's like they not popping, they're old. When you got the Rolling Stones, fucking Billy Joel doing shit all the way until you gotta drag them motherfuckers off the stage. For real though. You gotta drag they still rocking in the 80s, in their 80s. So yeah, I definitely feel that aspect of that. There's hip hop, we got some weird tendencies of how we like to do things.
Accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea.
Shout out to my boy King Louie. I see you out there, baby. What's up?
And it's kind of like It's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. There are artists out here. First of all, let me say this. First of all, like, let's talk about like young artists, right? Who I love. I love the young artists. Let's be clear. I'm very much a guy who embraces the young artists. I believe in every generation. I believe in you. I care about you. Let me say this to you though. Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan. You can go find a manager. You can find an accountant. You could find somebody that means something to you, to help you. You could find a team to help your career go to the next level. When hip hop first started, there were no managers. There were no accountants that believed in it. Record companies didn't even believe in it. Nobody believed in it. How can you make a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan on something that doesn't even exist yet, that people have never even heard of?
That's facts. A lot of the old artists did get robbed, you know what I'm saying, or didn't even get the opportunities that they are getting now, the tour money and all that, a lot of artists, like I said, didn't have managers, didn't have accountants. The deals they did sign, it was basically like we're snatching everything, and LL, he could actually really speak of it because he came like really at the time where hip hop really started becoming mainstream at the time, because I remember back even when just early 90s, people was still like, my parents, they was not even messing with hip hop at all. They was like, listening to Anita Baker and shit like that, So hip hop was definitely not what it is now, the $1 billion business. That more came around when the Jay-Z's, the Puffies, the Master P's and all that, they started getting, started creating real hip hop labels. When LL was coming, Def Jam just got started. Def Jam wasn't even considered a top label, a big label. It was still like a boutique label, all these other things, labels, and they definitely wasn't supporting hip hop at the masses that they're doing now. So he's definitely right on that, and that's what people need to realize when they're talking about these old artists. Yeah, they could have some disgruntledness about what hip hop is today because they were, they didn't get the same opportunities. I feel that same way with the NBA players too. The older NBA players, when they always going in on the new generation, like, they not getting the same, they didn't get the same opportunities.
Heard of. So just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions to culture, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to pile up millions or billions of dollars, does not mean that they didn't make a contribution to this culture. That does not mean that they didn't do something. They created an industry that we all ate off of.
Facts.
They created an industry that you eat off of. When you go out there and you go monetize your brand, when you go get your whatever and do what you got to do to build your career, when you go out there and negotiate your deals and negotiate your checks and talk tough, guess what? That money, that bread, that food that you eating was created by those same people that you disrespected. That industry was created by them same people that you call in, foul words, foul language, the people that you're referring to. So my thing is this: it's always good to get money. It's always important. It's important to get money. I agree. I'm all about getting paper. I've been talking about it my whole career. But don't ever, ever, ever confuse being rich with making a contribution to our culture. Don't ever play yourself like that again. Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career. We'd be on the corner with a beer talking about what's the next move we gonna make. So I would say approach this game with humility and be glad and be thankful that these pioneers, you know, these exactly slave mentality. Be glad that these pioneers helped create this culture. And let's show them love. Let's elevate them. Let's celebrate them. That's why I started Rock the Bells. That's why I started this movement. So I wouldn't have to listen to foolish rhetoric about people that changed the world. These people changed the entire world. The whole planet runs on hip hop culture right now.
Facts.
The whole planet.
Facts.
Every commercial,
Big facts.
Everything you could think of is all about hip hop. And there are people out there that started this thing, and I think that they deserve to be honored and respected. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say nothing foul. I'm not gonna go at nobody's character. I'm just gonna say, think before you speak. Peace.
L was thinking about that corporate money. He was about to say so wild. You could tell when a motherfucker do that long pause, like motherfucker's about to say so wild. He was thinking about that NCIS money. You know, he threw the Yankee hat on and everything. He was about to say so wow, man. Shout out to LL. He's definitely the pioneer. I would say one of the first major solo superstars besides Run DMC. You know, there wasn't solo, but besides the first hip hop superstars on a worldwide basis, you know, LL was that guy. You know, probably still is that guy. You know, so what he's saying, it definitely holds weight to what he's going in, and I feel like the younger generation does need to speak on. I mean, not speak on, but just show a little love. You know, you ain't got to know every single body or, you know, participate in everything. But, you know, these guys, like I say, these guys did help create the shit you are eating off of right now. You know what I'm saying? You would not be able to do hip hop if it wasn't for these guys. But we're going to go into DJ app because I can't find, I really cannot find the original videos, like too deep down in there. So we're going to go to what DJ Academics responded to LL. I guess this is recently. This is dropped 39 minutes ago. So we're going to see that. Shout out to Chick Smooth. That boy be working. That boy be working. Right?
So whatever you say.
You know Chig gonna have everything up there.
Shout out to
whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man. I like you.
Big Ella. Oh, lit. You know what I mean? To keep it real, I learned the thing where you lick your finger and wipe your fucking eyebrows from him. So to keep it real, Ella is a legend. I don't want nobody to ever take nothing I will ever say, even today. Music business like that, I had to learn it, and now I'm teaching. I get on my stream every single day. I'm over here trying to tell people, okay, I know y'all calling Future dumb because everybody's ownership. Let me break it down to y'all. Y'all don't do that.
Edit.
All y'all sell y'all masters. All y'all do it for $1, but you don't explain it to the people. Every artist who come in the game got more leverage. Every artist could at least negotiate more than you, but they fall into the same traps as you because you never told them. I can't respect y'all for that. I'm sorry. Especially when y'all talking for the culture. Now, LL, if I attack you personally or financially, everything you said to me would be fine because you, by the way, you got way more money than me. I'll put it out there. But when I say about the older rappers is that y'all all are in it for yourself. Y'all never help the newer rappers. Y'all never help anybody else. When y'all complain why the labels are doing whatever they doing it because all signed don't at least share information. They all act like it's some solo shit and everybody get fucked. Why in 2023, every artist who signs to a record label is going to sign a contract, they're going to get fucked. Why? If this has been happening for 30, 40 years, why is that? LL, help me. I was never trying to disrespect y'all. I called y'all Dusty because...
Wait, hold on. That kind of goes, you know, I hate when people do that. They were staying on top. You call old rappers Dusty and broke. And now you're talking about they never help. They're all in it for themselves. Stay on track why you're calling these rappers this and that, you know, not respecting the pioneers. You know, you can't blame LL and these older rappers for people signing fucked up deals. All right. People been fucking up. People in the industry are going to find new ways to fuck people over. If they fix this problem, oh, this artist got this, that, and the other. Well, we ain't giving the next artist that. They damn sure ain't gonna do that. They not about to have a whole bunch of artists out here financially stable, because then it would be no use for them. So all that you're not teaching the artist, you can only teach a person so much. You can learn from example. Don't sign a fucked up deal. Get your publishing. Get that. Don't sign away your publishing. Don't take all the money. That's simple and plain. Like, I don't know what that point really didn't, hopefully he makes a better point from there. It's an 11-minute video.
In reality, let's talk about it. Why didn't y'all become the niggas who are owning all the industries and record labels, people signing you? This is why I salute to Coach K. I salute to Pete. I salute to motherfuckers like Yo Gotti. That's what it's supposed to be. Salute to Rick Ross. You got every artist get fucked in the game by a label. That's why I like when an artist to be like, yo, okay, let me put artists on. Let me be in that position. That's my whole thing. All of y'all artists from that time, y'all don't do nothing. Y'all literally still act like y'all don't understand the game. Y'all have never passed along knowledge. Y'all don't keep up with the current times. Now we're streaming, my nigga. How about you educate a motherfucker who... How about you educate Ice Spice, who gets viral off TikTok? She getting a couple million streams a month or even a week. Now labels want to talk to her. How about you educate her? And I get it. Y'all might be like, oh, lawyers, this and third. This is why we can't respect y'all, because I'm going to keep it real with you. If niggas ain't see that Steph Curry got that money, the next nigga who was important to his franchise like Steph Curry, he going to ask for more.
What? Hold on.
Business in hip-hop has been lacking. So I wasn't talking about how much money y'all niggas got. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas be having. But the point is that y'all niggas have not advanced the culture and the business of music for the newer artists. You have not. If any older artist, I will have a conversation with all of y'all niggas. Get on my podcast. We can get on the street. Y'all.
Hold on. I understand helping an old artist out. The younger artists out, but are the younger artists even listening? Because can you not learn from example of what these artists? It's plenty of documentaries out there, or just documentation of artists going through what they are going through. So Ack is not making a point on this one. And I'm an Ack fan, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with Ack, you know what I'm saying? But he's definitely not making a point on this one from the topic of what is hand. Of you calling old rappers dusty and broke, because you could have said the same thing about some of the older soul artists, R&B artists, the black artists back and then. They wasn't giving the new rappers game like that. I don't even think they could have gave them. I don't know how like the publishing and just how things worked. It was just record sales, because nowadays it's a whole lot to go on. With the internet, you're talking about streaming, merchandise and bundle packs and all that, etc. There's a lot more money than what it was. I think it was just like record sales and shows back then, or get an endorsement deal. So he's not the point right there that he's making.
Have not advanced
not
the
making a good
conversation for newer artists. Why are newer artists still getting fucked in their deals just like you did 20 fucking years ago? How? That's why when I say y'all looking dusty, because in reality, I'm gonna keep it 100. That's why I respect LeBron. LeBron doing all this shit. You know what they asked him? They said, LeBron, you want to be they asked him on one of the Shop episodes, you want to be like a commentator? He said, no, I want to own a team. See, LeBron about to get like $100 million in 2 years from whatever contract. You know what he thinking? If they could pay me 100 in 2 years, what are they getting? He want to be an owner. None of the labels that we've seen historically, we're all the pioneers, and that's why I was talking about you when I said dusty, my nigga. I'm sorry. All the labels, none of y'all own it. None of y'all works, y'all don't own it. Y'all don't own anything. Y'all don't own anything. Y'all didn't give any.
I just thought of something right now too. one of the top artists that owns his label, holds his whole situation, management, and everything like that. Jay-Z, Rock Nation. When Jay was basically taking over Def Jam, the label that he helped build up to what it was, you know how many artists hated on him? You know how many artists was saying, like, why is he doing it? Including LL. LL was not a fan of when Jay-Z took over Def Jam, you know, and started building it up. I don't know what their relationship is. They haven't really, you know, mentioned anything like that. But when artists really start taking over stuff and everything like that, the hate comes in. So you could still be trying to educate somebody and doing this and that, telling them the game and all that. But it could have been like a whole situation like, yeah, fuck this nigga, you know, some shit like that. So that being the case, you know, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's all facts, you know. So, you know, I really don't get Axe response. Let's go a little bit more.
Business type of pioneering. Y'all were good for the sound and the culture, but y'all was never there business-wise. That's why when it comes to newer artists, back up. Leave these newer artists alone. Y'all niggas never did shit business-wise to let these new artists be in a different mode. They all still signed the Atlantic. They also signed the Def Jam. They still also signed the RCA. They all still signed the Sony, Columbia. They all still motherfucking on Interscope. They're all at Capitol. It's the same shit. Y'all were getting fucked 30 years ago. They're getting fucked now. How did you help? I'm one of the only niggas I get on this shit. I put a nigga contract up on this bitch. Explain it. Y'all got fucked. Y'all did nothing. How can I respect y'all for that? How can I respect y'all niggas for that?
So is Act trying to say he like he's an activist for rappers getting money? Because I don't really know who. I mean, the only rapper that he really helped out is 6ix9ine. That I noticed, because I you know, every other rapper that he's cool with and all that, they were already like kind of popping before he you know started interviewing or hanging out with him or whatever the case is, you know. But Act talking like he fucking, you know, the Nelson Mandela of getting people money in hip hop. I you know, I just don't get that. You know, I don't.
I'm not disrespecting that. Y'all the culture. Y'all did more for the culture than I could ever do. That's not the thing. We talking about business. I don't want y'all niggas commenting on business because y'all never did shit with business. LL, you should have a whole label, nigga. But you gonna say, that wasn't in my soul. I wanted to be an actor. I bet. So a lot of niggas grew up watching you, and they all signed the same fucked up deal 10, 15 years old later after you did. What the fuck did you do, my nigga? It's not that I don't respect older artists. It's that I know that when it comes to business, y'all didn't do nothing. Let me say this to LL. This wasn't a dick measuring contest. This wasn't me trying to shit on artists who came before me, say they were broke. And by the way, I'll give you another example. I think I may have made references to the NBA. If you were a player in the NBA back in the day, you know what most of those players who were smart did? A lot of them got consultant, assistant, coach jobs. Some of them were trying to figure out a way to work their way at an executive position after they retired. It's not about money. Think about Magic. Magic ain't never get paid like these niggas is getting paid now. Magic was a executive for the Lakers. He basically used everything he got. He fucking used his worth. That nigga owned part of the Dodgers. See, that's respectable. My whole point is that I don't want to see y'all criticize young artists when y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't do nothing with passing the ball. Y'all didn't do nothing with putting another nigga.
See, that's That's exactly, I think, what LL was talking about with the just because you don't got this, just because you ain't got that, you're not your word is not nothing. Like that. This is exactly what he's talking about, and then Ack is not staying on point on this one. He's just not on point. I'm not even gonna watch the rest of the video. But yeah, that LL, I think he is completely right in that situation. It's like, we got to show love to our pioneers because, like I say, Ack wouldn't be able to even scream on his platform if it wasn't for these pioneers in hip hop, LL including. And then, we can't blame these older pioneer artists for what's going on with artists signing bad deals. Artists are going to continue to sign bad deals. You wave, if a man is starving, you wave a cheese sandwich in front of his face, he's going to jump on it. You know what I mean? So that you can't keep, because they're going to find new ways to keep fucking over the new artists. The artists jump through, oh, we peeped that. Oh, you can't, we want this. Well, we'll find another way to backdoor them. You know what I'm saying? Labels are going to find out how to get that money regardless. That's just simple and plain. Simple and plain. If they can't get it from this, they'll set something up for you to get it, so that's crazy, definitely respect the pioneers, man. Shout out to everybody, man. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure I hit that notification bell to stay updated on all videos, in between times, interviews, other things that we got, other shows that we got going, and all that good stuff. And make sure y'all hit us up at Street Team Worldwide on IG. Leave a message. Let us know what you want to hear and all that. And just shout out to everybody. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Don Primo. Let's go.